Happy evening to all of you. Today I will take a very important topic which is murmuring across the globe, that is tariff. So what is tariff? For a common man, tariff is a trade tax. A tariff is a tax or a duty imposed by any government on imported goods and sometimes exported goods. It increases the cost of the foreign product, making domestically grown product more competitive. So tariff is going on across the world, this word among all countries in the globe, because US new President Donald Trump has taken some stand on tariff. But we need to know that what are the features of tariff? What is the purpose? To raise revenue. What are the types? Most common are import tariffs. What are the forms? Ad valorem means certain percentage on the value of the item, or specific, right? Enforcement, normally collected at the ports or customs cross-border transaction happens. What is the legal basis? Usually implemented on national trade law or international agreement. What is the tariff in practice? WTO rules, tariff wars, and the latest coin term is Trump 2025 introduced reciprocal tariffs to mirror your trading duties on US. How important are tariffs in foreign trade? We should know and we should try to understand. His revenue source in 2024, US collected around $77 billion. In 2025 till mid-July, US has collected $104 billion. And it is expected that they will close this year 2025 by $240 billion. So it's a huge revenue for a nation. So you can understand that how much important tariff is. Tariff policy tool. It can restrict import or incentivize domestic products or productions. WTO, limited. Countries must abide by World Trade Organization's rules on tariff ceilings. Now, economic and commercial impacts for nations, higher import cost, which makes goods more expensive, and it impact on inflation. Trade restrictions or trade retaliations. Affected countries often retaliate, like China, India, European Union. Supply chain disruption, global sourcing becomes costlier in these cases, and which is unreliable as well. For businesses, cost inflation, importers pay more, reduced competitiveness, and uncertainty in investment, because business delay expansions due to unpredictability, it rolls in trade. 2025 USA tariff overview. On the first week of April, that is 2nd April, Trump proclaimed a 10% baseline reciprocal tariff on virtually all imports, with country specific as high as 50% on nations with large trade deficit. Effective on April 9th, several faced higher rates based on deficit posers. Average US effective tariff rate, if we combine, it was around 22.5% in 2025. GDP has downgraded to 1.6%, but obviously by end of the year it will keep on moving. Inflation up by 0.2% and global growth dampened. Financial market, in last 5 years, US market dropped sharply in April, and that is the largest one-day fall in last 5 years. We will talk about the regional impact. The tariff level for US is around 22.5%. Exports affected. If we need to understand that imports broadly all nations, GDP and market impact for US is around positive $186 billion revenue and plus 1.6% GDP growth. India is expected to be finalized on 1st of August. The tariff level up to 26%. Export affected around $4.56 billion, majorly on metal, pharma and dairy, and GDP cut around 6.5% now, and trade retaliation is there. Middle East Baseline 10%, 10 to 41% for Saudi Arabia, UAE, Oman. Export affected aluminium and re-export goods. Stock market has declined around minus 4.5% in July. Singapore 10 to 20%. Technology, pharma and infrastructure materials got affected along with electronics. GDP growth minus 1 pp and 55% export heat. In short, US tariff landscape has reached historical high levels, average rate 19 to 20% globally, and it is the highest since 1930. This includes baseline 10% tariff, reciprocal tariff, when I say tariff, country-specific ranges 15 to 50%. US European Union trade deal has finalized around 15% roughly, China around 30%, and bottom line is that US tariff has surged into higher and significant raising consumers' cost on many items across the globe. So we need to wait and watch in August how everything gets finalized for other countries including India. Until then, thank you very much and see you soon.